You could stand for the pledge, please. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call. Marcus.
Here.
Bonnie.
Here.
Terry.
Here.
Mike. Steve.
Here.
Okay, next item is consent agenda. All items under this will be enacted by one motion. These items will not be discussed separately. And this includes the minutes of the May 12th, 2026 regular council meeting, claims, approval of Midwest Deli Class liquor license, and approval of Casey's and T&A Express tobacco license. So you all have your minutes and your claims. Anybody, Tammy is at a meeting in Omaha tonight, so she's not here, but it's pretty cut and dried. So if
I'll
somebody
make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
All right,
I'll second it.
Bonnie, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, next item is this citizens forum. Mike, are you with?
I'm just here as a citizen.
Okay, do you want to speak separately or you want to just?
I'm listening.
You're listening. Okay, very good. Well,
Yes, ma'am.
here it goes. Okay, under business, Wade was supposed to be here.
I want to speak.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes. I'm sorry.
And I heard you guys visiting about it. My concern is all these extra bicycle or ATVs, dirt bikes. Sunday, I stopped at the store after church and a grown man was on a dirt bike with, that had those little straight handlebars, his feet over the handlebars going down 59. And they're going around our street all the time. I've seen them on city sidewalks, I've seen them down at the ball field, going down there, and golf carts. And I think at one point, golf carts, yes, you can keep them at home, we have a public course.
Right.
Or a golf course. But it was a direct route.
Correct.
Right.
And it was a direct route, if you got gas. It wasn't driving around the block, it was a direct route.
Yep. And it's still that.
You know,
Yeah.
and all these ATV, I mean,
Yeah.
we're,
Well, this was the first item on our business. Wade was to be here tonight to discuss the electric bike, scooters, side-by-sides, and Tammy texted me this afternoon and said he was not going to be able to make it.
imagine that.
So he was, I think he was, that was, but yeah, we do know. Now, my question is like the side-by-sides. I think some people do use them for good, but there's some that don't.
What's good?
Oh,
I mean, how can you
When
differ,
we had it that they could take stuff up to the.
Out to the
You know, and that they were doing legit business with taking that stuff out. but-
That's what I mean by good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were picking up sticks, picking up things, taking them out to the city dump or the city place and then dropping them off but yes, there's a lot of more of
Cruising
them
around.
driving around.
I think we're kind of wanting to visit with other cities because they're all having the same issue. The electric bikes are and then the scooters, and so.
and all these young ones.
Yeah,
They're
and
so-
the age
They're
level.
so little.
Maybe we would take something countywide, so that every town's the same way.
Same
Right.
way, yeah,
Right.
that would be helpful, but.
Well, like I said earlier, if you're riding a moped, you have to be 15.
Right.
You have to have a flag on the back of the moped. It has to be licensed. You have to have a license to drive them. But these little tiny bikes, I mean, they're just no flag. I mean, they're little kids driving them around.
We need Wade's help to enforce it.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Absolutely, that's what we need, whatever we
Absolutely.
decide, but yeah.
Yeah,
I think the age level is a no-stop thing. I mean, I think we gotta enforce the age for sure, whatever else we come up with, but it's just how much do we allow,
yeah.
you know?
So hopefully, hopefully he'll make our next meeting, but we'll tell him of the concern. I mean, it's, and I think Benny Drive is a ripe spot for these kids to be.
It's a good word.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, and at night, yeah, if there's a time limit or, it's really hard to see and, it'd be really scary to have something happen.
Yeah.
I think especially going around the corner by
Yeah.
buses, that's kind of a tough corner. If you swing around there at night,
Yeah.
and there's somebody right there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and isn't that where the post office boxes are too? So I mean, if somebody all of a sudden stops to get their mail and
Mm-hmm.
a little kid on a bike doesn't see them stop.
Sometimes people are walking.
Oh.
It's just dark, or getting dark, so you
Yeah.
swing around and.
So we will
there,
definitely bring this to Wade's attention, that we talked about this, and hopefully maybe we can put them on the agenda for
I think
next
we've
meeting.
gotten a lot of comments about that. I mean, that's been kind of a heavy topic, so.
Yeah, that was mine.
Okay,
Yeah, no, that's good.
thank you for being a citizen. Oh, are
I
you
didn't
gonna-
know it was on the agenda.
Yeah, okay. The next item is HBA wants to discuss the future of Second Street lot, so.
Would you like me to stand?
Well, you can stand.
I will stand.
Okay.
I will sit.
Or sit.
That is
That'd be nice.
intimidating.
Wherever you want
Um,
to be.
I'm Christina Cronin. I'm a member on the Holstein Betterment Alliance, which I'll refer to as HBA throughout tonight's discussion. I prepared a statement I would like to read to council regarding the East Second Street green space. And after I'm done, I'll hand it over to Christina Hansen, who's also an HBA member, and then after that, I have a handout that I'd like to share with you guys, and we can open discussion then. When this property first became available, HBA met with the owner and came to an agreement to purchase it and develop it into a downtown green space for the community. HBA then approached the city for support on the project, and the city ultimately agreed to step in and purchase the property with the understanding that HBA would work alongside the city to help execute the vision and assist with fundraising efforts for the space. Over time, the project evolved into something much larger and more expensive than originally intended. What began as a simple community-driven green space turned into a heavily engineered project with an estimated cost of over $350,000. While well-intended, that vision no longer reflected what HBA or many community members had originally imagined for the space. HBA entered this process in good faith under the understanding that this would remain a community-led project. It has been frustrating to see the visions shift away from something achievable and grassroots-driven into something financially unrealistic for a town our size. But what has never changed is how strongly HBA believes in this space. We believe this lot has the potential to become the most meaningful gathering space in Holstein. Not because it's extravagant, but because it's simple, welcoming, flexible, and located in the heart of our community. This space serves as a completely different purpose than our existing parks and public spaces. The North Main Park is a beautiful entrance into town with landscaping, murals, flowers, and seating area. Our neighborhood parks are recreational spaces. This downtown lot functions differently. It functions more like a town square, a place for farmers markets, festivals, music, food vendors, community meals, movie nights, and everyday gathering in the heart of our downtown. Research on rural placemaking consistently shows that downtown gathering spaces increase community engagement, support local business activity, strengthen civic pride, and help create kinds of experiences that keep families connected to small towns. Kids remember movie nights, festivals, music downtown, and gathering with neighbors. Spaces like this help create those moments and memories for future generations. They become part of the memories people carry with them about growing up in a small town. This lot already naturally serves as a gathering place during community events. HBA simply wants to improve it thoughtfully and realistically in a way that fits Holstein. We also believe it is important to realistically consider the challenges of commercial development on this property. In a town of 1,500, this would be a difficult lot for business to develop due to the buried basement beneath the property and the cost of extending utilities. If this property was truly prime commercial development, we would likely have already seen demand for similar available properties in town. HBA is not asking the city to fund a major project. We are asking for the opportunity to come together on an agreement where HBA can take ownership and carry this project forward through community fundraising, volunteer efforts, and realistically phased improvements without the expenses and requirements the city is obligated to take on. This space was never envisioned as a large, expensive city project. Its value comes from its simplicity, flexibility, and the location in the heart of our downtown.
You're doing good.
You're doing great. It's all good,
Christina, banner.
She's saying better as she's talking.
I'm nervous. HBA believes the space can become one of the most actively used and meaningful gathering spaces in Holstein through practical phased improvements led by the community itself. If this property is sold privately, the opportunity for a central community gathering space in this location may be lost permanently. We believe preserving this as a downtown green space is an investment in the future identity, activity, and vibrancy of our community. Hand it over to Christina. Well, hopefully it's less nervous.
Hi, guys. So the other Christina Carr Hansen, fellow business owner, also on HBA. I will keep this very brief, but I just wanted to give my perspective from on the green space from being the manager of the farmers market for the past 6 seasons. When I took over the market at the end of 2020, I asked the vendors, what changes did they want to see happen? And they all responded that they wanted the market moved back to a space that was both visible from downtown and Highway 59. If you're not familiar, it had previously been in the city park. It was moved to the library, and they said, we want it visible from downtown and the highway. And so that's what we did, we moved it back. They said those markets were the best attended. So we moved the market to the north side of Corner House 101. And while attendance grew substantially, it just wasn't the right spot. And when the green space came available, we jumped at the chance to use that. And here is why. It is still in the heart of downtown and has the visibility that the vendors requested. It offers shade. One of the most common concerns was the summer heat. And while some of the vendors brought their tents every week, the community meal tables were always in the direct sunlight. The green space created a far more comfortable environment for the visitors to gather and even stay longer. It offered shelter from the wind and the noise of the highway for the vendors, the visitors, and the organizations that would serve the weekly meals. But most of all, it offered safety. I can't count the number of times that people commented that they feel so much safer over on this green space. Families with young children can attend the market without the constant worry of the nearby highway traffic. And because the green space is set back a little bit off of the street, it eliminates the concerns for vehicles actually driving through the market area, which has happened on more than one occasion. I know some of you have been there, even with the barricades that the city provides that we would set up. People would still drive through and instant heart attack. Yes. So the green space being set off the street, it's such a safe zone now. And I realize that the green space is not just for the farmers market. It's used for Kinderfest every year. It's hosted the last 3 farm to table events. It served for the main gathering space for last year's 5-10-25 zip code party. And it has been provided the location for other community events in the past. But most importantly, it is a space that should remain available for future events so that the people of Holstein can continue to gather in the heart of downtown and celebrate those traditions that bring our community together. Thank you.
I just have, I'll hand these out. It's kind of a vision for the green space, the estimated cost for phase 1 and phase 2, and kind of how we would fundraise and accomplish that. You guys can look it over and open questions. There's copies for Tammy and Mike.
So Steve had mentioned, so there is the building, when they took the building down,
They just pushed it in.
they pushed it in, so that's why it's so, okay.
So they'll be settling, which I think is why it's been another reason it's beneficial to keep it grass, because there's going to be settling, continued settling, because it isn't pacted or packed down. And leveling grass seems a lot easier than pavers like the North Main Park. But I think our vision was more simple and to keep it flexible and not cost as much. So I guess our first question is to you is what is the main goal with selling it or why?
Well, look, I mean, most of it was the huge price tag, you know, what was proposed with, like, the engineers. That, I mean, that was my train of thought, like, that's way too much. And that's kind of living outside our means as a town of 1,500. Yeah, I mean, this idea is like workable, in my opinion. I don't know, it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot better than 500,000 between the city and Holstein betterment.
I just think if we sold that space, I'm sorry, can I talk?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, no,
Yeah.
please.
Okay,
You're on our agenda, you are the agenda.
I was done.
No.
I just think, you know, we're not, I don't want to say we're lucky that that building fell down and we have that space, but we're lucky to have that space, and I feel like giving it up, we're never going to get that back. And there's, you know, so many communities that we looked up to and have come into our downtown assessment conversations, you know, like look at Manning and what they did, and look at Sac City and their pocket parks. And I just think that, you know, the vision of those communities, if we want to add some green and beautification of our downtown, we have that lot that's already available. And while the North Main Park is elaborate and kind of a gateway to downtown, this one would be like a multi-purpose, you know, very simple, used for many different types of events. But basically, I think what the quote and everything Christina put together is just kind of making it safe. Like safety is the biggest thing. It needs level concrete, it needs leveled out, and just keep it simple, but keep that space to keep it, you know, for the community, I think is what HBA's vision is.
And I think it's proven its use already, like even in its unfinished state, it's been used multiple times for multiple things.
So now, according to your picture, the building, you'd put a serving.
I just put like a window, because we talked about, people use it for market meals, we've used it to serve. We're always setting up tents for Kinderfest or other events to serve drinks or food out of, if we could do a large window, and that's kind of phase 2. I didn't get any estimates for phase 2.
But my question is, there's that dip, you know, there's,
Yeah,
so that would be all filled in?
I talked to Lily about that, if you you'd want to get it level, and right now it sets, you can look at the alley, there's a gradual slope down. So basically you'd want to get all the uneven concrete dug up, and that loading dock that's there where that big drop off is dug up, and then kind of grade. There's going to be a little bit of a hump in the middle, it'll grade upward so the water sheds off properly and down the alley and not towards that garage.
But that loading dock would be gone, so
Yes.
because that scares the heck out of me, because
Yeah,
it's.
that's a
quite
safety hazard, and over on the left side where the old stairway, where the building collapsed, there's like metal pieces that are coming out of the concrete, that are tripping hazards, and,
Oh, okay.
and I think the grading and the drainage and all of that is what he had, what's in his quote.
Okay.
But, yeah, the loading dock is one of the big safety
That's
issues,
nice.
yeah.
Always kind of scared me.
The cement behind Thad's building, is that new on that quote, or is that?
I
just,
asked for a cement perimeter, like a cement sidewalk perimeter, and that is the concrete.
On the perimeter,
Cement
all the way
sidewalk.
around?
Yeah, the
Okay.
cement
Okay.
sidewalk is
Yeah.
all
Okay,
around on all 4 sides.
because that's pretty, kind of,
It's not good.
not good.
Yeah, that's where that metal's coming up. I think, yeah, it would be grass in the middle and just a nice level, real nice solid concrete.
I think this photo shows it a lot more level than it will be realistically, but there'll be some grading to it, but not so many dips in the grass and not a big drop off.
Okay.
But something that could be re-leveled if needed to down the road, kind of less maintenance for everyone to upkeep.
Well, and I think another thing was, we were talking about a park project and spending our money in the park, trying to get that upgraded to where we really want it to be. And I don't know if that's kind of one of the reasons why we put this to the side, I'm thinking, because of the price tag, like Marcus said, so
Does it seem,
it seems
I mean, are
doable.
you, would be more in for it with HBA taking it over, doing the work? You know, as stated in Christina's
I
statement.
think in some of our HBA meetings, Terry and Kathy have shared that with the city owning it and being currently in charge, there's regulations the city has to follow with engineers and all of that process that are more costly then a nonprofit group would have to abide by. So that was our goal, is if there was some way we could take ownership and kind of not, I mean, obviously we want to make it safe and
Right.
Sure.
do what needs to
It would
be
be done
done,
correct.
done
Yeah,
correctly,
right.
not skip any necessary steps, but
Right.
maybe less regulations and blue tape that needs to be followed by the city.
But then we would like it to go back to the city,
Yes.
once we have it completed, so the city would maintain
As I said,
and,
I thought we didn't
and
really want to own
insurance-wise.
property under Holstein Betterment, but
yeah, no.
You would do the, you would.
Fundraise.
You would do the fundraising, you would pay the bills to get it the way you want it to go, and then it would go, then the city would,
It would go back to you as a finished product.
okay. And basically, our job would just to keep it mowed,
That's
What you do now.
What you do
what
now.
we do now.
Derek sprayed the weeds today and you guys mow and
Mhm.
it would probably stay about the same. Maybe less because you wouldn't have water running inside the building.
Sure. Because that building is a nice building.
It's great.
It's a great little
It
building.
is nice.
Mhm. Mhm.
I like the drawing, or the picture on the front, it's very nice, it looks great.
Mhm.
I mean, I feel like you've all used it before for different events, you've all been there.
Another potential grant, and I was just reading about it, this Missouri River, you know, out of Sioux City. They used to just give grants to just people within, Woodbury County.
Merge, you
Now
know,
they're coming out, and yes,
the fire department got it.
That was the one I was trying to find.
was that the city of
Merge,
Holstein?
yeah.
Yes.
And
Casino
we have
Yes.
applied for them before, and it
From
was
the casino.
just Woodbury County.
Oh, it was, I know, but now I knew I saw that a
Yeah, I
grant
saw
was
the
given to
announcement.
the city of Holstein,
Oh,
but
that's
that was the
awesome.
fire department.
Yeah,
Okay, but I mean, that's another.
I think they got like
they're-
12,500 or something,
Okay.
didn't they?
It was
Mhm.
Yeah.
15.
Yeah, but they're
Something like
moving
that.
out of Woodbury and counties that abut, you know.
And they
where
should,
the-
it's not just
Yeah.
Woodbury that's spending money at the
Oh.
casino.
It's a casino.
It's a casino, yeah, that's very true.
And I mean, we're not guaranteed these grants, but there is
Right.
options, and I think 3 of the ones I listed aren't match grants, you just ask for the money, so maybe, and some of them are up next spring, those would be good ones if we get to phase 2,
Mhm.
a good use for that.
Yeah, plus the other donations that we already have and, yeah.
I guess I kind of thought we were kind of all on the same page going through with, you know, the really expensive ones, so I didn't mean to rush things of trying to sell it, but I figured, well, this is the price tag, I'd say no.
Me too.
I guess I just,
I'm just-
thought we were all,
I think the thing I think we gotta think about is we're still gonna have engineering costs if it stays in the city lot. Okay?
If they say it's a city lot.
It's the city lot,
Is there an option for a contract or something that could be done that we could?
here.
I know,
Well,
I mean,
know.
we'll
And
have
then,
to do
yeah.
it, but I think there's still gonna be some engineering because of it being a city lot, and so, I mean, this is a great figure, but I feel like it's gonna be.
But if you would sell it
well,
to their
even if it's-
HDA,
Would you wanna buy it?
Or sign it over and,
just, yeah.
Do the work and sign it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
wonder-
there would be
I mean, if
something
that would
that-
be an option, I would be
Yeah,
okay
if you
with
could do
that.
a contract like that, I would say, it'd be silly not to.
and that's what we were kind of hoping, as to not have to do the engineering. We have guys that do the dirt work and know what they're doing.
Well, and you do have a drawing, the one thing about when engineers put together their plans, when you do go for grants, they wanna know, and they wanna see the picture, they wanna see what you've done
And I think if we were able to all agree to some sort of solution, that we were able to, HBA, see the project through, we could get a better picture, a better plan.
and HB is 501c3 on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so. What do you think, Steve?
I like their drawings. Christina put a really good pamphlet together. I think the final cost, what she has for phase 1 is awesome compared to what we've seen already in the past. I would have no problem with it.
Artis.
I mean, I thought, this was kind of my understanding when we first started this, is that it can actually be green, not, you know,
Actually,
I don't know, that's just me, but no, I think this is great. This was the, the vision I kind of had too. I mean, when we all kind of talked about it, you know. I think I was pretty new, so what, like 2 years ago?
Bonnie, what do you think?
I agree. I mean, what our concern was with, if you were gonna try to fundraise for 350,000, you'd be taking fundraising from the park.
Well, and our
You know,
representative
and-
is desperately trying to.
Yeah, you know, it's just like we had too many projects we were trying to juggle, but I'm okay with this.
Terry?
Yeah, I think we just bring it back to the full council again. I think we were really trying to fit the farmer's market kind of design of it with everything, you know, benches, landscaping, the whole piece. I mean, I would hope there'd be more added to this as we go.
Yes.
Trees would be nice.
Yeah,
Trees,
yeah,
we
yeah.
will plant some trees and.
So,
Yeah, that's easy.
And I think our thought with the sidewalk perimeter was that the farmer's market would have that level spot to set up tables for vendors.
But I could see, I like the, but I could see just some trees in there too. That would be cool.
And our chamber too, had wanted to say that they, you know,
Express
they
their
are,
support.
they would support us both, like just supportive backing, but financial backing. And they, I think it was 2 years ago already in a meeting, I don't know Kathy if you were there, but they even said that they would love to purchase some tables, even like aggregate tables, or, you know, help in some way like that too. And so I think that, you know, down the road, if there were tables added or,
Between
yeah,
HBA
yeah.
and chamber, we could,
um,
we'd have,
but yeah, this was just the vision, the overall vision.
Simplified vision.
Yes,
yeah.
sure.
yeah, to just keep it a community space.
Very good. Well, I think we will talk to Tammy about maybe if she could write up some kind of a.
I think we need to bring it back to the next meeting.
Oh, we will.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I think, because we got one guy that's.
Oh, no, I mean, we're
And-
not voting now, but we
No.
could talk to Tammy about putting together some kind of an agreement.
Or would you like us to come back to council first?
Do you wanna,
Like how it would look. I mean, yeah, we could meet or whatever.
what the agreement?
Are you just wanting everyone here to vote on it before making a decision?
Well, yeah,
moving
because
forward?
Mike isn't here, yeah, and Tammy isn't here, yeah.
Right.
And just,
No,
I
we
think
weren't
we
gonna
need
vote,
her-
we
we
weren't
weren't-
gonna
right.
vote tonight.
We're
I
not
think we
gonna
need
vote.
her to figure out what we can do,
Oh, yes.
you know, to be
Yeah.
safe and not promise.
Because she was directed to do something totally different,
Mhm.
and so,
Yeah.
yeah, we're definitely gonna have to bring it back and talk
Yeah,
about it a
we
little
need
bit more.
the second,
2 weeks,
yeah, it's
second.
June 9th.
Ninth.
June 9th.
Well, yeah, if you need us to come back, then we'd be happy to.
Okay.
Christina did supply extra packets for Mike
Right.
and Tammy,
So
so.
we
Okay.
can give one to her and one to Mike and we'll go from there. But thank you very,
Okay.
you put a lot of time and effort into this, we appreciate it.
We appreciate you letting us.
You're not a scary.
Here.
I shouldn't have stood.
Obviously, you're not trying out for the play.
I'm not.
I offered you a chair. Oh, well, again.
This is the hot seat right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, that was very hot.
Yeah, just make them
Yeah.
sit there. Okay, all right, okay, very good. So anything else for business? Otherwise, I am looking for someone to adjourn this meeting.
I'll make the motion.
Marcus,
I'll second.
Steve, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Very good, thank you.
All right.
When you do your video,